My stoner mind.
Hi, not yet, but I will be soon. Today what we have is this. So what I'm gonna do with this is
shove it up your ass.
Open this up and take off all these parts. Now somebody won this and I sent this off to Austria, that is in Europe. And it was sent back to me because maybe the address was fake, not too sure. But luckily the company that I used to send this off with wrote a return address on the package and it came back to them. So they contacted me and I went and picked it up again. But anyway, either the person that this was supposed to be sent to is laughing right now or they're crying. But anyway, what I'm gonna do now is not give anything away and take this apart. I mean, I'm not going to give away anything in this video, but maybe in a future video. So I'm kind of surprised that it came back to me, but whatever, I'm not really too bothered. I've already got a different audio interface. If you've been watching my previous videos, then you'll know. Also, the fact that I now have guitar fingertips doesn't help because I can't quite feel small details, so it kind of makes picking up small things like this a little difficult. And guitar fingertips, if you don't know what they are, if you've ever melted a candle and then dipped your fingertips into the candle wax, the melted candle wax, and then let it dry, that is what it feels like. But yeah, anyway, I've decided to take this apart because, I don't know, boredom. Plus, maybe I'd be able to use these parts at some point, although I'm not really too sure that I will be able to. I don't really do much electronics DIY or anything, but we've got a few parts here anyway. We've got LED,
These nuts,
button, switch, whatever, and then obviously these knobs right here. And then on the back here, we've got a bunch of other stuff. They could come in handy. I'll just take them off of the board on the inside and then put them into a container and save them or something. Maybe even these parts could be part of a giveaway, but either way, they're coming out, hopefully. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually opening this up and I'm curious to see what is on the inside of it. So yeah, anyway, how's your day been? Has it been good? Great. All right, and the big reveal. Let's see what is inside this.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
So, as you can see, right here we have a bunch of chips, coils, capacitors, resistors, transistors, bisistors, gender neutral sisters. Does anybody know what I can do with this stuff? Because I'm not an electrician and I have no clue whatsoever, besides maybe throw it away, give it away. Maybe I can use the parts and stuff, but I'm talking mostly about these bits, the shiny things. Anyway, what I'll do now is probably undo some more of these screws because there's these here and there's some more scattered here and there. Also, we've got a few on the back. I thought this would make for an interesting video, but it seems as though the interesting part is over with. So if you want to go away, be my guest. I'd love to go away right now, but I've got to stick around and do this. Well, I don't got to stick around, but I'm doing this, so hopefully I don't die of boredom. There we have all the screws to one side. This right here is a little silicone pad which is helping keep this in one place. I've got a couple of these with a Theo Mont Blanc headphone amplifier, so I never used it with that, so I'm using it with this. Now this has been the first time that something has come back when I've done a giveaway, so that was kind of weird, but interesting nonetheless. So the next giveaway that I do, I might say for the person to pay for postage because that way there will be no fake addresses. Right, so we've also got these little nuts and bolts, and there's also some on the front. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. By the way, this thing right here comes in quite handy. Obviously, the only time I use it is when I take it out to do this with it. And then I think this one right here is the last one. Okay, so now I'm going to try to take everything out, and just by pulling on this, I can tell that this seems to be fixed in still. Maybe I need to undo these. These bits right here. Okay, so what we have here are some of my car tools, and I'm just going to put this on there, and let's see if this works. That works quite easily actually. And the next one, and there we are, they've all been loosened. That was fairly easy. Okay, so obviously you know where these are from, and if you're on my Instagram and you were guessing where these were from because I've just posted a picture of these to Instagram, then you now know. And if your comment wasn't hearted, it's because obviously these are from here. Okay, so most of this should come apart now, and to take this front panel off, I'm guessing I'm going to have to take these off because they're in the way. Also, I don't think these are plastic, which is kind of cool. Alright, so this right here is the back of the front panel, and that right there is where the headphones go, so that's out. And this should come out, I think. Although there's these bits here that may be stopping it. These bits right there, so there's that one there, and then there is another one underneath here somewhere. Also, I seem to have forgotten that there are 3 screws right here. You see, this side right here is lifting up over that, and that's going to come out, but this side isn't. So maybe what I'll do is use this screwdriver and sort of push this down a bit, or at least try to. Okay, so this is now out, I think. Yes, it is. And there we go, that right there is the front panel. Now, I think all of this should come out as one.
Nope.
Might just have to disconnect this. Maybe I should use a pair of pliers. Okay, so here we are with the pliers. And that was a little easier. In fact, it was a lot easier. And the next one, yes. If only my fingers were pliers. And the last one, right, so that's the front panel completely detached. Now for these. Right, so this is nearly out. Is it bollocks? All right, just having a slight bit of difficulty taking this out, and it's nearly out, is it? Sort of. Maybe I should just chop off these wires or disconnect this. Let's disconnect this. That was easy, and this is now out. And finally, the last piece to come out is this. Okay, so for somebody that's unfamiliar with electronics, looking at something like this can be quite intimidating. I mean, LEDs are fairly straightforward. There's 2 pins, and you can probably guess where they might go. But these, there's quite a few pins, and you know, where do they go? What do they do? How do I do whatever to what? Now, if your mind is anything like mine, I'm guessing there's a couple of people watching this with a mind like mine, you can look at this and you can analyze it, and it begins to make sense. So what I had planned for this was to disconnect all of these. So that would mean desoldering them or desoldering them, and then just taking off all of these components and putting them into a tub someplace. I have a feeling that that might be a little more difficult than I thought it would be, but I think I might just have a go at it anyway. Okay, so we've got the soldering iron right here, and I've also got something else that will suck the solder off of this, but I can't find it. If I think I need it, which I think I do, I will find it. And I will kill it. I mean, I will use it. So I'm going to attempt to do this now, but without sound, and we'll see how this goes.